So this is actually how you can be productive instantly. This doesn't take weeks, this doesn't take months. You can do this right now and you will be more productive. So what I'm going to go over in this video is why you should not ignore the good habits, the little habits, keeping yourself accountable and being mindful. So don't ignore the good habits. The reason I say this is because whenever I notice I'm being a little bit lazy, unproductive, it's because I'm ignoring the little habits, meditating, working out, all of these all of these like self-improvement habits. And it's very interesting how I'm, for one, more happy when I am consistent in these habits. I'm significantly more productive and I feel more content. So, what I want you to do is get out a notebook and write down a habit tracker. So, basically, what I want, I'll put a picture of my habit tracker in this video, but you basically write on the side the days of the month, and then on the top what habits you want, and then you check one off each time you do it. So this helps you with consistency because it's the end of the day, you look at it and you're like, oh shoot, I didn't do this, so tomorrow I'll make sure and get that done. So I've always noticed that when I have a habit tracker, I'm always much more productive. And sometimes I forget this habit tracker, I sometimes will slack off, and I'm not proud of it, but this is going to help you, this is going to help me be more productive instantly because you have those wins, which is going to make you want to be more productive. It's going to make you want to be a winner. So make sure you are consistent in these habits, because if you're not, it's going to be a lot harder to be productive. Make sure you do that as soon as you get done with this video. So the next thing is keeping yourself accountable. And what I've noticed about myself is I tend to want to do things on my own. I want to not ask for advice. I want to just figure it out on my own, be the lone wolf. I know that's kind of cringe, but I've noticed myself wanting to be more of an introverted person, not reaching out to people. And the reason that this is a mistake is because you're not feeling guilty at all about your bad habits. You're not feeling guilty about anything you do. It's just like, oh, okay, I'll just improve the next day. And that is going to really hurt you in your progress, because when you keep yourself accountable, you are ashamed of your mistakes. You're ashamed of what you did that's wrong. And so you're going to try to fix it. You're going to try to become better faster. So you need to find a good friend group to keep yourself accountable. And by the way, I will keep you accountable in WorkForge. So join that, join the brotherhood, and I will make sure and keep you accountable. But if you can just find a group of friends, a group of people to keep yourself accountable, that is going to be so huge in your productivity journey, because you will want to be at the level of those guys. So even better, find guys that are better than you, because you're going to want to be like that. So make sure you find a really good friend group, a really good brotherhood, which, by the way, I created that for you. And again, link in the description, join that if you want to. But if you can't, just make sure you are finding some type of people to keep yourself accountable. So the last thing is being mindful. And this kind of ties into good habits, meditation, journaling, making sure you're present in the moment. So I've always struggled with meditating consistently, because I get like a week streak or something, and then I fall off because I feel like I'm mindful again. It's like, oh, I don't need it. Like, I'll be fine for today. And I get complacent, which I'm not proud of, and I need to keep myself accountable with that. But when you're mindful of these thoughts, you get these thoughts like, oh, you don't need to be productive. You can wait a few hours and then do it later. You might relate to that, like with schoolwork. You're like, oh, I can do it tonight. The deadline's not due until or the deadline's not until midnight, so I can wait until like 8 p.m. and get this done. I've done that many times, and I'm always so much more stressed than in the night instead. So, and it's because I'm not mindful of these thoughts. I'm not mindful of, like, wait, every time I'm stressed when I do this, so I need to be better. I need to push past these thoughts and just get the work done. So, what you can do to improve your mindfulness is obviously what I said, meditation. That is the number one way I would do it. But you can also do other things like journaling. I've heard of people actually staring at an X on their computer or something for 10 minutes, which will help really with focus. So all you do is write like a big X on like a document or even on a piece of paper and just stare at it for 10 minutes, and you'll be more focused then for that work session that you're about to do. So there are so many ways you can become more mindful. Prayer honestly is going to help you with mindfulness. I feel like I pray consistently. I pray almost every day actually. And I've noticed that I'm more mindful and more present and most importantly more happy in general when I pray consistently. So, again, there are so many ways, bro. There are so many ways. I don't even need to list them all because you can find it yourself. But I would stick to meditation, journaling, and if you're religious, prayer. So that is the way you can instantly be more productive right now. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want accountability, if you want productivity advice, join my community. I can't wait to see you inside. I can't wait to work with you and get to know you better. Join that before the price goes up. Thank you for watching, bro. God bless you, and I will see you in the next one.